To the 2016 Spirit of Healing Awards ceremony. So grateful that you joined us today. My name is Tim Strickland. I'm the Assistant Director of Communications for PeaceHealth. And we're going to start by inviting Roseanne Pizzetti, who's our System Vice President for Mission Services, to lead us in a moment of reflection.
And celebrate the spirit of healing. We listen to the joy and the peace and the resonance of the music that fills our ears. We have our mission candle lit as a reminder of the spirit of healing that surrounds us with love and fills us with compassion and demonstrates our mission in the service that's carried on every day by our caregivers throughout PeaceHealth. As we join together and recognize these outstanding caregivers for the way they model our mission and values, I would have you listen to our mission statement and remember the people that are caring for patients every day at the bedside, in the offices, in the community, and how together, in the spirit of service, we work to achieve this mission. We carry on the healing mission of Jesus Christ by promoting personal and community health, relieving pain and suffering, and treating each person in a loving and caring way.
Thank you, Roseanne. We are gathered today to celebrate the contributions of so many caregivers to our mission and to the well-being of the people we serve in our communities. Today, we are recognizing 215 caregivers who were nominated for Spirit of Healing Awards. That is a real testament to the work that we're doing in changing lives and making lives better in our communities. It's also a great way to recognize that we support one another in this work, because for 215 nominations to take place, there had to be 215 people who nominated those around them, nominated their peers. So thanks to all of you who nominated your peers. We are grateful to welcome today so many of you with us today. We especially want to acknowledge our PeaceHealth System Board of Directors who are in attendance today. We also recognize Liz Dunn, who is our President and Chief Executive Officer, who will be part of our program today, as well as Carol Aaron, Executive Vice President and Chief Administrative Officer, who will also be part of our program. We also recognize Chief Executives and other leaders from our communities that we serve. At this time, we'd like to invite Carol Aaron forward to say a few words about our heritage and our values for today.
Great, thank you, Tim. Well, good afternoon. I'm Carol Aaron, Chief Administrative Officer for PeaceHealth. And it is such a pleasure just looking around just this atrium today to be here to honor our awardees for the Spirit of Healing. The Spirit of Healing is an expression of who we are. It's an expression of our mission. It's really what calls us to work each day, wherever we serve in our communities across PeaceHealth. This year, it's a special year. We're celebrating 125 years, started in the legacy of our Sisters of St. Joseph of Peace in Fairhaven, Washington. Much has changed. PeaceHealth has always been committed to serving others by promoting our mission, by promoting personal and community health, relieving pain and suffering, and treating each person in a loving and caring way. No matter where you serve, no matter what role you play in our ministry, you, one of our more than 16,000 caregivers and providers are linked in one common way. We're linked through our mission, through our values, our spirit of healing. It's an honor. It's an honor to be here, and it's an honor to be numbered one of you. Our legacy stems from our deep heritage of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Peace. Several of our honored sisters are here with us today. Many of them serve on our board. Today with us, we have Sister Andrea Nemsel, our board chair. Sister Kathleen Pruitt, who is on our board and is also our congregational representative. Sister Charlotte Davenport, serving on our board. Sister Susan DeWitt, serving on our board. Also, Sister Marilee Murphy and Sister Barb Kernerschup are with us today. These valiant and courageous women are part of a long legacy of women religious who have lived to express their personal compassion for the underserved. Through courage, they have brought peace, healing, and hope. And I would say no more so today, hope to a world torn by injustice. This commitment and courage is alive in each and every one of you today. It's through you, through our work, that we infuse our ministry. We infuse this legacy handed to us. We infuse the spirit of healing. That's why today we honor our spirit and we honor each of our recipients through our Spirit of Healing Award. These are our caregivers who model this commitment, and we celebrate them as we celebrate each of you for making PeaceHealth what we are today and what we will be for many years to come.
Thank you, Carol. At this time, we'd like to invite Liz Dunn, our President and Chief Executive Officer, to come forward and share her feelings about the Spirit of Healing Awards.
Well, this is my second Spirit of Healing Award ceremony. I am so delighted again to be with you today. As I reflected upon today, I thought about last year. And when I was here last year, the stories of 2015, I carried those stories with me for my first year. And one of the stories was the 2015 award recipient, and her name was Britt Urey. And Britt is a nurse in Bellingham, but what really struck me about her and helped me understand more about PeaceHealth and more about my journey to the communities was that she was known for an individual that she recognized the needs of the patients who were at risk. But she also took action to see that those needs are met. And we always talk about small acts of kindness. And in this way for her, she would stop by a store and pick up shoes for a patient who needed those. She also picked up a string of Christmas lights so patients could feel the spirit of the holiday season when they were recovering and they were away from home. So I thought a lot about Britt, and Britt understands that every person is of value. And this morning there was a quote that someone had said about gratitude is the heart's memory. So I think a lot about my gratitude for Britt and my gratitude for the recipients last year, and that this is a great example for us all. So I would like us today to think about these stories when you'll hear all of the stories and take those with you for the next several months. And as I went to the communities, I heard more stories. I heard more people like Brett. So when I come back to today, I think this ceremony today is a time for us to pause. It's a time for us to be grateful, to open our hearts. And how can we, on a daily basis, change the lives of our patients and our communities by helping one another, serving our at-risk neighbors in our community. And I feel as I visit the community and I see on all your faces today that this is an important milestone for us. So thank you for being here today. So I'd like to invite our distinguished board chair, Sister Andrea, to come forward, and I acknowledge us all as we start the ceremony. So thank you.
So let this ceremony begin. It is with deep appreciation for all of our caregivers that we today celebrate this year's 2016 Spirit of Healing recipients. These are caregivers who have treated each person they've encountered with respect, with dignity, and justice, and I'm going to ad-lib, and with great spirit and joy. Join us as we honor the recipients of the 2016 Spirit of Healing Awards.
We're going to begin today with the core value of respect. We respect the dignity and appreciate the worth of each person as demonstrated by our compassion, caring, and acceptance of individual differences.
I am very happy to announce that this year, Celeste Prasad is our 2016 Spirit of Healing recipient of the core value of respect. Celeste is the lead radiation technician of the Pediatric Radiology Department at Sacred Heart River Bend. He embodies this value in so many ways as evidenced by his deep commitment to caring for the smallest of our patients. And now, let's listen to his story.
I think Celeste absolutely deserves this award. He has a real strong faith and commitment to the mission here at PeaceHealth, and that shows in his work for sure.
He's fundamentally just a good person that cares about everyone, regardless of who you are or where you came from or what you're going through that day.
Shailesh and I work together many Fridays in a row, and we have done some tough cases together, and he is so helpful, and so respectful, and so kind. He has been a gift to our MRI program for the pediatric folks. When I am assigned down to MRI, I always feel a little bit relieved because I get to go be in a really genuine, friendly, honest environment where I know I have help and I know I have the right person that will listen, not just to me, but to the patients too. He likes to have fun with the kids. Sometimes we'll toss around a ball that has some little shakers inside. It's really just paper clips. He'll play catch with them and hold it up to the MRI machine and how it pulls it into it. And it just kind of puts an element of play at that time where they might be very nervous. There's kids that we normally would have to pre-medicate or give extra medication to just to get them in the MRI scanner. And Shailesh made it such a friendly environment for them.
The room is very unique, probably one of two in the U.S. and maybe even in the world. There's probably a handful, maybe less than 5. I think a lot of parents don't expect to see a full-blown Disneyland type of atmosphere in a medical facility. We're trying to unmedicalize it, you know.
I love that room. It's my happy place in this hospital. It's where I go when I want to hide and just put a smile on my face. It's a great way to see our foundation's dollars at work.
You doing okay?
We're creating that overall healing mission that PeaceHealth, what we stand for as PeaceHealth as an organization.
This is doing. We're actually doing something. Putting the money where our mouth is. We're actually providing better imaging. You know, the community really depends on this hospital to excel and provide services that big hospitals do.
Celeste, on behalf On behalf of the PeaceHealth Board, our senior leadership team, and all of PeaceHealth, Celeste, we thank you for treating each person whose life you touch with respect. Thank you.
Congratulations. Also being recognized today for living out our value of respect are our honorable mention recipients, and that's DJ Martinez, who is a CNA at PeaceHealth Southwest Medical Center, and Jenny McIntyre, a pharmacy technician at PeaceHealth Sacred Heart Medical Center at River Bend. Next, our core value of stewardship. We choose to serve the community and hold ourselves accountable to exercise ethical and responsible stewardship in the allocation and utilization of human, financial, and environmental resources.
I'm happy to announce that Scott Knowles is our 2016 Spirit of Healing recipient for the core value of stewardship. Scott is a facilities engineer from Peace Island Medical Center and is known for ensuring our green facilities are safe and well cared for, as well as stewardship of our people through his gentle spirit and great care. And now, let's listen to his story.
When I won this award, I go, why me? I mean, these doctors, these nurses, these caregivers, everyone should have won this award. I think they're all superheroes. Me, I'm just a maintenance guy.
He might work maintenance, but it is not just maintenance. It is maintaining well-being. Scott is this mediating force within this organization, and he takes stewardship to a whole new level.
He probably doesn't see himself as that ambassador, but that is who he is. That is who his nature is. That is who his heart is. He just quietly goes and manages and takes care of things.
I've watched him see an elderly couple walking up the steps, and he'll go follow them in case they stumble, which shows to me an awful lot of caring. And he's like that with everything he does.
So the first time I met Scott was here at the island. So we were having a bake sale. And he's pulling out his money and he's like, oh, this is a great cause, let me contribute to it. And then he gets to this one section and there's this eggnog bread.
Well, our dear caregiver Kate is an eggnog freak. And I knew this, and so I said, oh, I better get some for Kate.
He pulls out more money and he says, she is an eggnog addict and she needs this bread and it won't be here by the time she gets here.
I got some, and Andrew just happened to be walking down when Kate walked in and said, what? No eggnog? And I said, Kate, I got you some. And her face lit up.
I thought Kate was going to be someone that was super special. And Kate is super special because Kate's a colleague. But with Scott, everyone is super special. Scott is a quiet guy, and he's a very humble man, and he's got a bunch of cheerleaders behind him in this place.
We love you, Scott!
On behalf of the PeaceHealth Board, our leadership, and all of PeaceHealth, we thank you for demonstrating our core value of stewardship. Thank you, Scott.
Also being recognized today for living out our value of stewardship are honorable mission recipients Jerry Groves, a patient access representative at PeaceHealth Medical Group Southwest, and Randy Quirin, a senior communications specialist serving here in Vancouver. Next is our core value of collaboration. We value the involvement, cooperation, and creativity of all who work together to promote the health of the community.
I'm happy to announce that Katie Vandresco is this year's recipient of our 2016 Spirit of Healing Award for the core value of collaboration. Katie is the director of our rehabilitation services in the Oregon Network. She embodies this value in so many ways, as evidenced by her deep commitment to assisting those with disabilities to navigate the complexity of our facilities. And now, let's listen to Katie's story.
I have worked with Katie Vandresco for almost 19 years, and she's currently the Director of Rehab Services for all of Oregon. And this award is for collaboration, and there's probably nobody more deserving than Katie.
I was actually quite embarrassed to get it, but honored as well, especially for collaboration, because I do think that is one of my strengths.
Her greatest quality, I think, perhaps being able to keep her head above water.
I'm not quite sure when she goes home. She definitely seems to do it out of service, not out of obligation.
She's at Riverbend, she's at Florence, she's over in sports therapy, she is in Cottage Grove, she is on the rehab unit. I don't think anybody really knows where Katie's office is.
Well, I do have an office. It's at the University District. FaceTime, so one-on-one time, to me is really important. I think you get more done, and then there's some risk in email, especially communication.
Until I started working closely with her, I didn't realize the impact she was having on our organization. She allows the people around her to shine and doesn't take the credit for herself.
Katie, at heart, is a physical therapist as well. Let's not forget that.
Thank you.
She has taken the ideal of therapy, of helping people really achieve their maximum potential, to heart.
I am a PT, so I think some of those skills that you use as a therapist come into play when you're facing a really difficult situation, especially families and patients who are, in a really life-changing situation.
And really, she does a lot in the background to make sure that the patients have the experience that they do.
I've seen it. Just asking patients how they're doing, helping people looking for the right directions in the hallway.
She is what I would call one of our quiet heroes, and I hope that I continue to learn from her for many years to come.
Katie, we want to thank you on behalf of the PeaceHealth Leadership Board and all of PeaceHealth for demonstrating our core value of collaboration. Thanks, Katie.
Also being honored for living out our value of collaboration are honorable mention recipients Bev Crum, a nurse manager at PeaceHealth Ketchikan Medical Center, and Terry Cornell, a diabetes educator at PeaceHealth Sacred Heart Medical Center at Riverbend. Next is our core value of social justice. We build and evaluate the structures of our organization and those of society to promote the just distribution of healthcare resources.
I'm happy to announce that Michelle Kennedy is our 2016 Spirit of Healing recipient of the core value of social justice. Michelle is a registered nurse serving at Sacred Heart University District campus. Her care and compassion for the most vulnerable patients, regardless of their personal circumstances, shines forth in the way she ensures they receive care for their wounded hearts. So now let's listen to Michelle's story.
There's just something special about Michelle.
Well, you look so handsome.
She was born to be a nurse. She was born to read people and read their needs.
Are you done with this?
There's not such thing for her as not my patient, not my area. She has love and compassion for everybody that even comes through the doors. She is the epitome of social justice.
That's just who she is. She is a caregiver and she's a caretaker of people and their needs. I'm just astonished at sometimes how easy she makes it look.
I'm often called the dementia whisperer. Working on the acute care for elders / medical unit, we have a different array of patients, and some of the ones that have touched me the most are the palliative end-of-life care. I just love them.
When she's working with patients, she works with them for who they are, if they're painful, and whether that pain is a physical pain or an emotional pain. She's right there with them.
That's what these hands were made for, is to heal and to help. And when you touch somebody and they can really feel that you care about them, it just gives them a minute to relax, feel better about stuff.
I remember one patient, she went in and she just sat at the patient's bedside. The patient didn't have any family. or anyone there as he was dying. And she just sat there and held his hand and kissed him. And that's the kind of nurse she is.
I've seen a lot of things in my life, maybe is where it comes from. I was with my dad in the last few days of his life. I laid in bed with him and I listened to him breathe. He was dying of cancer. And the hospice nurses came over and they were so wonderful and they showed me what I needed to do to help him be more comfortable. And when he died, and I was there and my family was there and we all gathered around and I just said, you know, I get it. This is what I need to do. This is where I belong.
Michelle, thank you on behalf of our PeaceHealth Board, senior leadership, and all of PeaceHealth for living and demonstrating our core value of the spirit of healing for compassion. Thank you so much.
Also being recognized for exemplifying our value of social justice are honorable mention recipients Pamela Carpenter, who is a house supervisor at PeaceHealth United General Medical Center, and Cheryl Strack, a clinic LPN at PeaceHealth Medical Group Santa Clara Family Practice in Eugene, Oregon.
Okay, so now I am so excited to honor and recognize overall PeaceHealth Spirit of Healing recipient. And you think of over 16,000 caregivers across PeaceHealth. And as the committee really went through, we heard over 200 nominations and reflected on all of our stories. I mean, so many stories and of how each of our core values were lived out. I believe you will agree with me that this recipient truly makes others feel welcome, joyful, and special. Our 2016 recipient reflects the mission in her really all-inclusive compassion, whole person care of how she treats each and every person as a patient, as a colleague, as a visitor, as a family member. I'm so happy to announce that this year, Connie Costanza, a monitor technician from Southwest Medical Center, is our 2016 overall Spirit of Healing recipient. Now let's listen to Connie's story.
Well, when I called, they said that he was about 90.
My name is Connie Costanza, and I'm a monitor tech in the intensive care unit.
Connie sits at the helm out there at the desk. That is being a pilot in a storm.
I'm the first person that these people are going to see on the worst day of their life. Your first impression on anything is very important, and I think that that's me, coming through the door.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Connie is an excellent ambassador for PeaceHealth. She demonstrates well the PeaceHealth mission, vision, and values on a daily basis. She always goes above and beyond to help people feel respected. She is collaborative across all disciplines, and her teamwork is just beyond comparing.
She works both days and night shifts. She's been doing that for 12 years. Started out temporary, but we know how temporary goes.
Never would I imagine myself in an intensive care unit. It is a very sad place at times, and I don't know, I think it's in my personality to always try to make it fun.
It kind of cheers everybody up when they're working, so when you're having a really hard day, it's nice when somebody puts that little extra touch on. She's our sunshine. That smile. It's a megawatt smile that just takes you in. It makes you warm, it makes you welcome. She's very good with the scrapbooking, and she decorates our unit at the holidays.
I have colorful artwork everywhere. I make candy bags for them. I think I probably should have been a kindergarten teacher is really what I should have been. A lot of times they just, I think they're humored by me and they just laugh at what I do, but apparently I think it makes it a little better.
This is the intensive care unit Wall of Fame.
She was the one who initiated the introductory wall. She takes pictures so that we can put faces with names.
Well, I've been taking pictures in the ICU for probably, I don't even know, 10 or 12 years. I started doing photo books. So me taking pictures of the staff was nothing new for them. And so everybody complained, but everybody accepted it, and they were all pretty happy with what we came up with.
It represents who we are and that we're caring, compassionate people.
Oh, okay, hold on just a moment.
What else can you say about Connie that hasn't yet been said? That she is unique. She makes a point to make people feel special. That's one of the characteristics I think that makes Connie such a deserving recipient of this award, because she truly embodies what we all strive for as members of the PeaceHealth community.
I'm just incredibly honored to have this award. I think it's really nice that it's at PeaceHealth here in Vancouver. I hope I can be a good representative for what a PeaceHealth employee should be.
PeaceHealth is very lucky to have Connie Costanza, and I hope she stays and remains in the ICU till I leave, because she's excellent.
Thank you, Connie. On behalf of our board, senior leaders across PeaceHealth, for being our overall Spirit of Healing recipient. Thank you.
We want to thank each of you for joining us today for this really uplifting experience. What a great opportunity to witness the role models around us. We express gratitude to those who nominated their peers. We express gratitude to the nominees. And we're grateful to our members of our PeaceHealth System Board of Directors who are with us today, as well as senior leaders. We invite you all to join us at a reception immediately following, which will be behind us on the main floor near the cafeteria. And with that, thank you again. Before we close, I want to say a special word of thanks to those who made this event possible. A lot of work went on behind the scenes, and special gratitude to those folks. So thank you all, and we're adjourned. Thank you.